All right, hopefully. All right, okay, yeah, we got audio. Let me get the music switched up right quick. And turn it down. Oh, what's up? How you doing? It's been a minute. Haven't seen you in a minute. I guess that's my fault, right? I haven't been streaming as much as I usually do. Give me a second. I'm trying to get levels.
But they all see
All right, yeah. All right. Hopefully y'all can hear me okay. It may just be a function of me not being able to hear. Let me turn volume up in my headphones. Okay. All right. So hopefully levels are okay. I can't really tell right now. I can't hear myself anymore. Give me a minute. Figure out why. Oh, you can hear. Oh, okay. All right. Perfect. All right. Thank you, bro. You've literally just saved me like 2 minutes of my time fiddling, trying to figure out why I can't hear myself. All right. Switch out the music. Less audio. Well, the music it sounded loud because it had people talking. So now it should be the way it usually is, I think. But I mean, if that's not the case, let me know. I'll do what I need to do to fix that. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen. Here we are. Yeah, so I guess before I share my screen, I should welcome everyone. Welcome to today's stream. Today is Sunday, and I have no agenda today. I'm mostly here because I said that I would yesterday. I was like, I'll try to come to tomorrow. Tomorrow is today, so now I'm here. I don't really have anything in particular I want to work on, but I don't know. We'll see. See what happens. So if you are joining, if you got questions, ask them. If you want to see something, if you want to talk about something, just say some stuff. I'm happy to make this viewer directed, to be honest. I like talking to y'all. It's more fun than me just rambling and talking about whatever I want to talk about. I figure if you're gonna be here with me, we could at least make it, a group thing, have a little conversation. Otherwise, you can watch me type, which to be honest, it don't really seem that entertaining. But hey, if you like watching a man type, I'll type some characters, type some words, some print statements, some semicolons and parentheses. I actually don't want Visual Studio. I want Xcode. Also, this goes to anyone who's watching. If you are interested in like hopping on stream with me and chatting, let me know. I can send you a link somehow. Gotta send one to someone on my team right here. How I use Docker for Watiti Gen. I don't quite understand how the containerization and application, containerizing an application is beneficial. All right, yeah, let's talk about that. Let me close this right here. We'll talk about that. So, why do we use Docker? What's the point? I'm gonna come over to the screen so we can, it'll be us. I'm talking to you. So, let me also turn down music a little bit. Where is that at? Okay. Yeah, so containerization, why? Well, as you may have realized, everyone's computer is different, right? Applications tend to require certain dependencies, certain software to be installed on that system in order to work. And it's not just applications that need to be there, like programs. There's also configuration, network configuration, just like files, all that other kind of crap. The reason why you want to containerize an application is that you want to be able to run that on any hardware, right? So think about it this way. I can have this full app that runs on my computer. That don't mean it's going to run on your computer. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be able to run it on like AWS without issue, right? I'm going to have to do a lot of work just to get it to run on that particular system. Well, what happens if that system changes and I need to install it on some other stuff? I'm going to have to like do a lot of configuration to get that all working. Whereas if I just create it in Docker, I can essentially have my configuration as I'm gonna use code. It's not true code, but like I can have configuration as code, infrastructure as code. That's the main reason why we use Docker. And in this case, the reason for Docker and YTTGen is because I'm backing it with, what's that thing called? Supabase. And let me show you what's involved with Supabase right quick. So let's go to YTTGen. Oh wait, I'm over here thinking this is work. Goddamn. YTTGen. All right, so we'll do that's not how you spell it. Supabase start. Error, can't connect. Okay, let's start Docker up and do the things. Is it running yet? Still starting. You know what? Oh shit, what did I do that for? Okay, looks like, I think, oh well, it's not up yet. These are all my images. Let's give it a few more seconds to initialize. Update. Yeah, we're not updating right now. Screw that. Let's start Supabase. It's gonna pull some images, all that other kind of stuff. So here's the other reason why we're using a Docker container. Supabase, the people who are building, this whole project or whatever, it's a way for them to keep everything up to date, right? So I'm sure you've experienced versioning, like dependency management. Well, this is a way for the authors to kind of like say, all right, these are the versions of the software that we use to make our application work. If you want all this to work, just take this image and just start it. So instead of me having to come and download Postgres, I'm not sure what or Kong, I think it's what they're using for HTTP, having to create my own load balancer service and all these other things. I just pull down this image and then I just started it in a container. That's the benefit. Would this apply to web app? Yes. In fact, a lot of applications are actually running in a Docker container. All right, so it's portable, right? That's really important to have something that's portable. Oh, I just realized I'm not sharing my screen. My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all didn't see any of the stuff that I was doing. Here's what I've done. All I did was start Supabase, and then and then I have this right here, so we can see all of the different services that make up Supabase. Now, as you can see here, there's a lot of things right here. There's this real-time database engine. I think it's the thing that gives you real-time updates. I would have to run this on my own, and I see Elixir in here somewhere. Yeah, so I don't have Elixir installed on my machine. So in order for me to be able to run this, I would have to first build this, and I would have to have Elixir and all the other dependencies just for this, just to get it to work. And that's just for one service. And there may be some other configuration like networking or security that I will also have to do that I no longer have to do because it's in a Docker container. Let's also go to here. So this is the, what do you call that thing? Gosh, what do you call? It's like bucket. Wait, no, is this not bucket storage? Actually, I don't know what this is. This seems new, but it's on port 8080. So yeah, I don't know what that is. But we have an auth service. We have the database service. We have the Deno runtime for all of our functions and all this kind of stuff. This is our email provider, like the email service. Kong, I think it's the HTTP service, and I think this is Lua, which means that I will also have to have a Lua chain, and there's also looks like some Go crap in here, so I will have to have Go. What else is there? PG metadata. I don't know what this is, but I imagine this is something to do with Postgres and getting that API thing set up. And then, oh wait, no, this is probably at the REST server. That's probably it. And I think this is like the blob storage or something like that. And then this is the studio, which is the environment that you can like go in and edit your tables and all that. So as you can see, there are several pieces to Supabase. So hopefully you can understand why it's so much easier to just download Docker, download an image, start that image in a container versus, oh, go download Postgres and set it up. I'm not sure if you've actually ever set up Postgres from scratch. It's not as simple and straightforward as you may think. Like user management and all that kind of stuff. It's done for you here. Setting up a web server, it's a little bit more than just here, install this. There's configuration. There's like network configuration you need to do, proxy and all that other kind of crap. I don't have to do that. Logging, I don't have to worry about where my logs are going. This handles logging and putting it into the right place all in one place, so I can just go and look at it there. Hopefully that's answering and selling you on why it's better to have a container. Now it does come with other like downsides, but in this case, for developer productivity on a team, there is no better way at the moment that I can think of. So I remember for Post Apply, which is another project that I was working on, that was all self-hosted initially, but my team who I had in place at the time were having a lot of trouble just getting it to work, like just to build it. Like getting their machine set up, permissioning, all this other kind of crap. So I spent about a week like making this application deployable inside of a container. So I built a post apply container, which has all of my other services all in one thing, and all my developers had to do was pull down that image from my my repo, wherever it is, and then just run it. And then they can log into that container, and then they can code, like literally they can code and make changes to the application and see those changes immediately without having to install a bunch of stuff on their system. And that also enabled me to like have the team in Russia also contribute to the project. So I could just throw it up in GitHub and say, all right, here's the container, it has everything you need, just log into this container here on github.com, and you can develop against the project that way. So the backing part of the application was in that Docker container. So I hope that gives you an answer. Maybe not. Firebase and Supabase is backend as a service. No, I don't like saying the word backend like that because it's very vague to someone who like, for instance, what I like to tell people is what backend, because when I was doing compilers, there's a backend and a front end to compilers. If you're doing databases, there's a back end and a front end to databases. Like there's a back end and a front end to everything. So it's like, what do you mean by back end? Right? Like it does have Supabase. I'm sorry, not Super. It does have Postgres. Actually, let's look. I don't want to lie. Let's look at their marketing. Supabase. Okay, so this is what Supabase gives you: database, authentication, storage, edge functions, and real-time database stuff. Now it is expensive, which is why I've been thinking about trying this out right here. Let's see if I can find it. Is it STS or is it SST versus Supabase maybe? Oh no, no, it's Vercel. I'm sorry, Vercel. So it is SST, yeah. So I'm sorry, Supabase and Supabase and Vercel are different somewhat, but I've been contemplating playing with this SST stuff and moving away from Vercel because I pay Vercel a lot of money every month. It's really expensive, and this isn't as expensive. It's free. What did you use to write the compilers? C++. This was a long time ago, bro. Like, please don't be like, oh, you're doing... No, I don't do any of that anymore. I don't even program. If you asked me to write a for loop, I probably would be like, nah, I can't do that. There's actually, so I was watching the Promogen. Is that what I don't know how you say his name. Is it Promogen or Promogen? What is his name? Anyway, I saw he was talking about the Zig programming language and how he loves it. PL. And I did take a look at it because I was like, oh, okay, yeah. It seems, I mean, anyone who's talking about an easy language, because I love simple languages. And I was like, oh, let me see what I can get into here. So I can play with this, you know, we can go through this and see what this language is like, or I can return to YTT Gen. I thought you were busy today, Steven, so that's why I was like, I didn't reach out. So, hold on, give me a second. Add to the left. All right. Yeah, you can unmute yourself when you want, Yanni. I'll have to figure out how to. Oh wait, never mind. No, never mind. You're unmuted. I had to unmute you. Say something so I can make sure I can hear.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right, we're good. Let me figure out a way to add you. Do you want to be seen, or do you want to just be like in the background talking shit? That's cool too. I like background shit talking.
Why not?
Oh, you want to shit talk? All right, I'll keep you in the background.
No.
Oh, you want to be seen? All right.
Yeah. Why not?
He wants the fame. I got you.
Want the fame.
Let me add you up on here right quick.
That's what gets you paid nowadays, man.
Yeah, it's attention. In fact, I don't know if I shared this with y'all. I should have.
What?
It was a video that I watched yesterday. Let's see, pricing power. Pricing. I don't know. Pricing. Gosh. All right, hold on. I gotta find it. Let me find it. Give me a second.
All right.
Oh, and before I forget, let me add you. So before I forget, because I will. So. Let me make another scene right quick. Just bear with me right quick. Okay, so we'll use my screen and my iPhone. Then we're gonna change the iPhone to another display. Yanni. All right, there we are. We got you. And I'm gonna make you 4x3. All right, y'all. Say hello to Yanni. He's here. He's above me right now. I'm gonna make you not 4x3. Make you 16. All right. He has an echo going on. Say something, Yanni. Did I mute you? Oh, I muted you. My bad. All right, say something.
Is there an echo?
I don't hear an echo. But I think someone else has an echo. Or so, Steven, do you still hear echo from Yanni? Because I don't hear it. So if you like, man, it would be audio issues, of course. This wouldn't be like I am Will Shepherd live stream without audio issues.
The audio issues.
I think it's Apple. They're just like, nah, fuck you, William. We know what you're trying to do. All right, let me. I'm still looking.
All right.
Yeah, echoing. Okay.
Wait, is it from my side or from your side?
Now it must be on the stream itself.
Let me check stream.
But you're not echoing on my end, and yeah, that's weird.
Right. Let me check stream.
Okay. But like that's the thing is that I'm listening to the stream audio right now, and I don't hear an echo. That's what these headphones are actually. It's the stream's audio. It's not me. Am I echoing, Steven? Or is it just Yanni?
I think it's just me.
Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, you know what? Maybe it could be that I have you. Let me see. Just keep talking. Keep saying random words.
Okay. What else is there? Sunday, fun day. Tomorrow's Memorial Day. What else? Am I still echoing? Now your audio. Okay.
All right, so my audio had went out. I'm wondering if I don't know. Is it a bad echo? Like, is it really bad, Steven? Is it something that you can just ignore, or is it something that you can't ignore? Because, like, yeah, I don't know what I can do at this point.
I can check. Let me see. Let me see how bad it is.
Okay.
I need to keep talking though.
That's the hard. That's the hard part, is that you can't talk and hear yourself. So like we gotta rely on someone else. We gotta rely on a third party for this. All right. So while you figure that out, I'm gonna figure out this this video that I was talking about.
All right.
I sent it to someone yesterday, so it's probably in my messages. Yeah, here we are.
Steven says it's there, but he can deal with it. Wait, let me see.
I wonder if there's something I could do on my end as well to try to fix this. Let's see. Is there audio? Recording. I record. Oop. All right, how about now? 'Cause I just realized that I had my speakers on, so it could have been that.
That might.
It might be. We'll see. All right. Well, anyways, so here's the video. I think the audio will come through.
The ins and outs
you can
of
hear
how
that,
to
right?
make content that attracts the perfect.
Okay.
Cut out. God damn it.
All right, I'm back. I don't know why it's doing that, but yeah, this right here is the no, this isn't it. No, this one isn't it. Give me a second. Who did I send it to? I think I sent it to Preston.
The track customers like a magnet.
Yeah, this wasn't it. This isn't it. It's this one. This right here. So I actually just bought this book, Ron Baker. He was going over pricing and all this other kind of crap. And
they pull out the labor theory of value.
Sorry, I just realized that I've been trying to play that. But yeah, this is a really good one. Let me share this in the channel right quick.
Okay. Is the echo still going, Steven? Is it still bad?
It probably is. Like, it probably is still going on. Because, yeah, things are complex here. So this is where my audio chain is going through. And here's what I was concerned about. When you're talking, I was wondering if it's coming through system audio. That's why I was asking you to talk. So I'm gonna ask you to do it again. Can you just do a bunch of talking?
All right.
That's it. Okay, we figured it out. I figured it out. So for some odd reason, Ecamm is going into my system audio, which is all right. So I can fix that right now. All right. So talk again.
Test.
Yanni.
Test. Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can't hear you. Fuck.
God damn it.
So I think they can hear you, but I can't hear you.
Can you hear me, Steven? Can you hear well, at least?
Just interesting. How is that possible?
Man, these audio issues.
All right. So yeah, y'all are gonna have to deal with the echo. Like, I need to be able to hear him too. Yeah, I don't know how to. I do know how to get around this, but I don't want to have to do it. That's why I was using ping.io back in the day. So you remember that ping? Huh?
You don't use it anymore?
Well, I mean, it's not free. It's $30 a month on top of the $30 a month that I pay for Ecamm. So it's just like, if I'm not constantly talking or interviewing people, which, you know, people aren't not trying to talk to me like that. So it's like, why would I waste my money? So no, I don't have it. That's a way to fix it, because then I can take the audio into another application. That's why I was paying for it in the past. Was for that. Yeah. So y'all are gonna have to maybe deal with the echo. I don't know how to fix that.
My bad, Steven.
It's not really your bad. This is no. It's what it is.
Difficulties.
Not even that. It's not even that. It's that I need to be able to hear you. That's the problem. Is I need to be able to hear you, and yeah, I don't know. Anyways, it's not that bad. Hopefully. All right. So I was about to do this YTT Gen thing. So I don't know if you know, Steven is. I was helping him get set up to run YTT Gen. I'm curious, Johnny. Can you run this? Yeah, I mean, you should have most of the stuff because you already have Superbase. It's like all the other projects. You just start Superbase and clone it, and you should have access to this too. Because you're in coding color, so like anything in coding color, you should have access to.
Yeah, I should be able to access it. Let me see. Let me own it.
Okay. It's also public. I just realized that. And I also don't have a README. Maybe that's what we could do today. We could like write up, write something. It's like, how do you even start this? Which is probably good because I've also forgotten how to start it. So I do know that we need Superbase. So what I'm going to do is look at another repo where I think I was using Superbase and just copy it because I don't want to work. It's too much effort.
I think that was Nosy, right? That's
oh yeah. I think that did. That's not in my org anymore, but we can still get to that.
Okay.
By the way, Jordan, like he wants to continue work on Nosy. Cause he thinks it has, really? He thinks it has potential. So like, you know, probably put a little effort into it.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna do getting started. All right, Steven, this is for you, bro. Like we're gonna write up some words. And wait, hold on. You were able to get this to work in the past, right, Steven? I want to say he was, or maybe not. I don't know. All right, so we'll go into my code directory. Oh, also, I should also like say what we're gonna maybe do in the stream. There's no agenda for today's stream. I'm mostly just here because I said I would be here. But Yanni claimed he has some questions that he wanted answered, so I'm doing answers today. So if you are someone who's watching this, feel free, ask questions. Make it not boring.
It says there are two people. Ask away. Or is it just me and you and Steven?
I don't know who's here. I don't know. I stopped keeping, like, I no longer have who's up anymore because
there are people and they don't talk.
It's like it doesn't matter how many. It could be 1,000 people. In my mind, they don't even exist. If you don't say nothing, you don't exist to me. You're nothing. Take it how you feel. But it's like if you don't say anything and you don't show that you exist, do you exist? It's like the tree that falls in the woods. Does it make a sound?
I mean, it's
like if no one is there, if nothing is there to hear it, did it make a sound? Like, did it exist? It's like
true.
It's like I don't know, like millennial and Gen Z. It's like, is it a relationship unless you put it on Facebook or whatever the people use these days? I don't know what kids use these days. Like, is it
TikTok,
for real?
TikTok.
Oh, it's TikTok these days?
Yeah.
I'm a little old, so. We left out with getting Docker to work. Oh, actually, I thought, Steven, you said that you were going to
You need Docker?
Yeah, he was having issues getting Docker desktop to work.
Yeah, it is an issue to get it to work.
It is? I thought it was just download Docker desktop and it just works. At least that's what it was for me.
It like glitches out, sometimes crashes all the time. Maybe I need to update the software. Maybe.
Well, there's also the thing that so I've learned this the hard way. Stop the container when you're done.
Okay.
If you don't stop it, then yeah.
I never stopped my
Yeah, that's user error. It's something that I've discovered the hard way. Because remember when I was doing the post supply streams and I was always bitching, saying like Docker's never working.
Yeah, it took a lot of time too. Right?
Yes, it's because of that. So now that I stopped the images with Superbase stop, I no longer have issues. All right, wait. I thought I was Hold on, I'm confused now. Oh, here we are. Okay, so we want to go into devlogs and YTTgen. This is style, and let's see what's going on here. Wait, what?
Alright, I'm downloading the latest software from Docker. That's gonna take some time. I cloned the repo now. The YTTgen.
Okay, give me a second.
JSON.
Okay. DSRC somewhere. Oh, actually, let me ping someone. So I was talking to one of my friends the other day about starting new projects, and he was saying how it's a pain to start a new project in this day and age because there's so many decisions you got to make. And that got me thinking about how like Visual Studio works, where you have projects. You could say file new XYZ project, and it like gives you a full thing where you click run, it'll just run. And I was saying it'll be dope to build an experience like that for, I guess, the React or web world or something like that. So you know how like right now I do Next, but I still have to come up with like database. I still have to do authentication. I still got to get logging. There's a lot of other stuff that I got to do. Yeah. Well, what if you didn't have to do that?
Like it's all like
it's all there. Yeah, it's all set up. It's all there.
That'll be dope.
And also, more than that, you can pick and choose the technologies that you want. That's where the complexity comes in. So it's not just it's not just here's this project that based on our opinions. This is like, all right, you want to do this thing, here are all of the pieces, and you can optionally say, I want this piece in this project. I don't want this piece in this project. And for this piece, I want to use this specific technology. So maybe for my UI rendering, I want to use solid JS or something. And maybe for like my router, I want to use something like that. But let me text him right quick just to see if he wants to chat about that. Oh my gosh, man! You know what? People who don't have iPhones, it's like, man, like I understand why. I'm over here trying to message people from my computer, but I can't because I didn't have an iPhone. So now I gotta do it on my phone. Fortunately, I can copy and paste from my Mac and just paste it on my phone, not have to waste time. Okay, let me create this alias that I was doing before I forget.
Okay.
Okay, so nothing's going on here. So then, yeah, we'll just create a new branch. And I don't know why I'm using a CLI. I spent the full, I spent years building this thing where I don't have to type shit, and here I am typing shit like a dumbass. Document. The build. Okay, so we'll open this up.
Okay. It's finally finished installing Docker.
Docker? Oh, I thought you already had Docker. Oh, you were updating.
Updating, yeah.
Okay.
Now it's setting it up.
Yeah, so Stephen was asking, like, why Docker? I'm curious, like, give your thoughts. Like, why would we use Docker so far that you can understand?
Okay, so based on what I understood is it's your ability to like containerize applications, like separate applications, whether it's like I don't know, Node.js servers or like servers or something like that, where you where you just set it up like containers and then just runs. That's how I understood it. Never dabbled on it too much though. To like give him like a full glimpse or picture of like how I understood it.
Well, that's to be expected. I should also, since you didn't put this out there, Yanni is in college.
Yes.
So like, he shouldn't have to know these things. So, that's why I was asking him to give it in his own definition, because he is in college. So like, if there are college folks here, you know, his definition may do more for you than mine. All right, what's next? How do I make an app with this?
Man, this new UI looks good on Docker. Oh my gosh.
What do you mean the new UI? They changed it?
They changed it, yeah. If you update it, it looks nice.
I don't know. Wait, does it not look like what I have? I'm opening it. Give me a second.
Let me check YouTube.
Don't look like this?
Alright, there's a delay on YouTube.
Oh, you're watching on YouTube. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm so used to us. Normally when we do this, we use Zoom, so there's no delay.
No, that's fine. But I never realized that the delay was like a few seconds. 10
Yeah,
seconds.
it's bad.
12.
Yeah, that's why when people are like, if someone's saying something, it's like, I don't know where you are. Like I don't know where you are in the stream.
Right now you're in the future, technically.
Okay, so I've been looking at Docker Desktop for a while, so it'll pop up hopefully one day. It's on Twitch. Yeah, I watch on Twitch, just FYI, not on YouTube. So does it not look like this?
It does look like this. It used to look something else, something different. Because the last time I used Docker Desktop was when we were working on NoC, which was a pretty long time.
That was a year ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my first time opening in ages. All right.
Yeah, you see, there's 12 items in here, bro. There's a lot going on.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let me. Oof. All right.
Gosh, how do you spell dependencies? I feel dumb right now. Install dependencies. What do we need? We need Superbase CLI, or actually no, we need Docker Desktop, and maybe I'll link to that. That's probably better to do. Docker Desktop. We also need Superbase CLI. Do we need anything else?
Let me check the.
I think you need Node. I think you need Node. I think that's all. I think that's all we need are these three things, because if you have Node, once you clone the project, you will then use Yarn install to pull down all the dependencies for the application, the Next.js application, and then for the Supabase side, you just do Supabase start after you have the CLI, and that's going to pull down all the Supabase stuff. And the Supabase stuff includes the database, so you no longer have to install a database, the web server, the proxy server. You don't have to install any of the other shit. All right, let me get these links. What's up?
How about Prisma? Or does it come with the app?
Yeah, so Prisma is a developer dependency, so like you just Yarn install and it'll pull down.
Okay.
I've been having like I have been contemplating leaving Prisma.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What are you planning to use?
Just go back to SQL, because like I know SQL. That's the thing, is that like when you actually know SQL, trying to like learn all these like ORMs, it's just waste of time. Where it's just like I already know what I need to do, but
just add some layer of
a layer of complexity, a layer of indirection.
Yeah.
All right, let me find Docker desktop, and download. Yep. Throw that in there, and then we need the Supabase CLI. Oh, actually, you know what? We could make this work. Well, no, I was going to say just install it via homebrew, but like, never mind.
That's going to take a while, no?
Well, no. So because this is public and not a post supply project where I have full control over everything, I don't want to limit it. So with post supply, you may have noticed that I was very opinionated about how things will work. It's because at the end of the day, whoever's involved, well, like chances are I'm buying their computer. Like it's like yeah, you're gonna use the software that I tell you to use because I had to support you. Whereas this is no free for all. I don't give a shit. Except for you, Steven. I'm giving this shit for you. I'm doing stuff for you right now. So the goal is like, this is how I'm going to know if I'm successful. If I can just say, hey, Steven, just read this, follow this. If it works, we're good. So you're going to be our guinea pig. So I think, what version of Node do we need? Let me see what version of Node I'm running right quick. I'm on 18.4. Let me see if this is going to run.
Every time I open Docker, my PC just lags. Oh my gosh.
Well, yeah. I'm curious, when are you gonna upgrade?
I mean, not anytime soon. When will the new ones come out?
What do you mean the new ones?
after the latest one is like the M1.
Nah, we're on M2 right now.
M2 Air or whatever.
You're talking about, nah, don't worry about the form factor. It's just a chip. Like, you should get an M. You need to get an Apple Silicon. It's life changing. It's really life changing.
So what I'm hoping is when the new ones comes out, I don't know, if it's M3 and M4, then the price will go down.
That's not how Apple works. Like, I mean, it will go down, but like not that much. I would recommend buying new so you can get a warranty. That's important on a product that you can't fix yourself. Like, it's important to have a warranty.
Yeah, so what happened with my Intel MacBook Pro that I'm using now is the touch bar started flickering. But now I have no warranty, so they told me to pay like $400 to fix it or something.
But fix it, nah, it ain't worth it. I hate the touch bar Macs, bro. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I despise it after that. So I was like, I might as well add 400 and just get a new M1 chip. But yeah.
Yeah, you can get a MacBook, like the lowest end one for like $800, $900, and I shit you not, it's at least an order of magnitude faster than your current.
Yeah, I agree.
shit, I'm on 18.4. Nah, I'm gonna go to the version because I don't want to update and then my shit breaks. Oh, this is LTS. Okay, this is LTS. So let's also install the new LTS. What? Okay, give me a second while I figure out what my password is, because obviously the thing that I'm typing is not my password. Okay, it's full of shit. That was my password. Right, let's run this. Oh shit. I don't know. Let's try it again. Let's see. This happened. Invalid Prisma profile, find unique invocation. Can't reach database server at. Oh, this must be using a real database. God damn it. It's not. Okay. All right, let me get back to here before I get into that. So what I'm realizing is that my current version is pointed to Supabase online. So that means in our instructions, we need to make sure we say modify the env or something like that. So we'll say environment setup, environmental setup. All right, so we got some environment variables that we're going to need to set. So we'll say to do use instructions on how to configure the app. Okay. All right, so I need to find. Actually, no, we're gonna go with the LTS. So we're gonna say 18.16. We'll just say 18.0, just 18.star. So we don't really care. Okay, so we have our dependencies. We're just gonna delete all of that. Don't need it. Oops. We do need how to deploy. Actually, do we need how to deploy? No, we don't. We don't need that. I need that. But I don't want to be opinionated because I'm deploying using Vercel, so I'm not gonna include any information for that. Okay. All right. Cool. So let's get this started and committed.
All right.
Wait, what is this? My first time test. Oh, okay. That was the other thing. So this is YTT Gen. All right, so add dependency info, info. Yeah, I'll publish it up. Okay, so environmental setup. There are a few things. Let me see if there's a .env local example. Yes. We'll put that over here. Close that. Okay, so we got all right, so you're gonna need to have a Discord client ID.
Discord client ID?
Yeah, okay. So then...
How do you get that?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. All right, so let's put some to-dos in here. So we need to figure out how to get Discord client ID. So you see how it comes naturally, right? Where it's just like, you see it's like, all right, now I gotta explain how to do this, and then you're like, well, how do I do that? Now I gotta explain how do you do that. When I can, I like to reuse other resources when possible. So if someone else has written documentation on it, I like to use that if possible. All right, so we need to say how to get GitHub client ID. OAuth credentials. Actually, that's what this is too. How to get Discord OAuth credentials as well. And what else do we need? Next, public Superbase URL. Okay, so this is just like, all right, how to configure Superbase. And this would be in deploying, really. So this part isn't like, you can't get around this because that's what's powering a lot of this. And then the next one is getting an open AI API key. So I guess we're going to answer these to try to get you set up, Yanni, as well as Steven. By the way, Steven, if you're here, if you want to join in, let me know. I can send you a link as well in our in Discord. I think that's how we can communicate. Okay, database URL. Database URL comes from Superbase. Get rid of that. I'm doing it this way because I will put these like how-tos in a separate section.
Oh my gosh, that keyboard is so good, bro. Is that the WASD, whatever? The keyboard.
Yeah, the WASD.
Yeah.
It's hold on, I'll show you the one. All right, I want to say, oh wait, they have a hot swap version? I may be buying a new if they have a hot swap one where I can like put my own switches, I may be buying a new one. But here's what so mine's custom. I did the anodized, and I have the Zelia 67G. And what else is on here? This is different. This keyboard looks slightly, never mind, it's the same. It's the same. But yeah, if they have one that's hot swappable where I can put my own switches in there, I will happily give them a. I have so many of these keyboards. This is like my sixth one, bro. Like it's and they're all the same for the most part. Let's see, tried and true. Oh shit.
What?
It is hot swappable, so I can pull out my own. I can put my own switches in there.
Oh damn! So you getting a keyboard?
Yeah.
Unexpected purchases.
Yeah. Now the only thing that it looks like I'm gonna miss out on is I won't get my backlighting. So the original Code keyboard is backlit, and it's got a white base plate, whereas this has a black base plate, and it doesn't appear to be backlit. I don't know if I do care, but like being able to get some new switches, that would be dope. So yeah, this is gonna happen. I don't want to show my credit card info right now, but it's gonna happen later. And then this is just gonna go on the collection. So I have a few back there. There's I think I still have 3. Yeah, I have 3. I gave 2 away, sold a couple, you know. All right, let's wait. Where were we? Where were we at? We were doing something.
Building docs, and you're at the how-to part, how-to section or something.
How to get your Discord OAuth credentials.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a good question because I forgot to. Developer, Discord. How do I like the AirPod Maxes?
Yesterday.
Yeah, you must not have been here yesterday. That's a loaded question. They're okay. If I wouldn't pay, I don't know how much they cost, but whatever they cost, I wouldn't pay it. I would pay. I don't know. The AirPod Pros. Oh no, what are they called? Are they the AirPods?
Which ones? The AirPods?
The small ones. The one that's in like the little case, the carrying case.
That's like the AirPods Pro.
Yeah, those. The second version, amazing. Mm-hmm. Fully recommend. Like no reservations. They're
good.
Yeah, they're good. The AirPod Maxes, which I'm currently not wearing. These aren't AirPod Maxes, by the way. These are Sony. I think these are the MDR7Zs. Anyway, the AirPod Maxes battery life is trash. Also, the carrying case is trash. Also,
really?
Yes, it's fucking stupid. Hold on, I have to go get it now.
Alright. Since I said a lot of people wear them, I don't know if they wear them for clout or something. I expect it to like.
Of course they wear them from clout. Most of the people wearing them fucking can't afford them. You know how many college students I see wearing these headphones? It's like, bro, you don't even make that in 3 months.
There's a bunch in my class actually.
This right here, it's like, this is stupid. This is the case.
I don't know. I thought people liked it. I mean, I guess.
No, this is retarded. This is stupid. This is dumb. And like, it's like, it doesn't even protect it. Like, it's so flimsy. And in the only way that the headphones will turn off, because Apple in their infinite wisdom were like, oh no, we can't put a power button on here. The only way to turn them off is to have this dumbass case and put them in there.
Oh, really?
Yes. So for the most part, these are always almost about to die. So every time I put them on, they're like 20% battery life, because who just like, if you take off your headphones, you take them off, put them on your desk, and you go off and do something else. These, you can't do that. You have to go and track down the case. And then the audio quality is good. Like, if that's what you're asking, audio quality is fine. The transparency mode is best in class. Noise cancellation is pretty good. My issue is not necessarily the AirPods issue, but it's just like the Apple ecosystem issue, wherein I can't tell my devices to not connect to these headphones. So you won't understand it unless you have more than one Apple device.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pain.
Yes. Well, I mean, let's say you have a phone and a laptop. At that point, you're going to experience the issues. So let's say, for instance, you're in a live stream like I am right now, and you want to put on your headphones and make sure your audio is going through here. Well, let's say that someone calls you on your cell phone. Apple, in all their infinite wisdom, is going to say, let me disconnect it from your computer, which is going to cause audio issues. Also, it's going to cause all your music to pause, because Apple, for some reason, they're like, oh, let's just pause music when there's no headphones connected. So now it's going to disrupt that, and then it's going to connect to my phone without my consent. And I don't like it. That's why I'm using these right now, because I'm sick and tired of having to
charging or whatever.
It's a lot of things. And they're not even good for travel, because they're too heavy and they don't collapse. So, if I try to put it in my backpack, like this band right here, it doesn't collapse. So it's just taking up a lot of space. And I've just gotten to the point to where, like, my last trip, I didn't even bring them. I brought my AirPod Pros 2s, and they were enough.
Damn, they're heavy. I didn't know.
Hell yeah, these are heavy.
People
Yeah.
wearing them in like airports and stuff. There.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I wear them in the airport too. But here, let me see. AirPod Pro Max. Oh my gosh. Wait. This will probably make sense to you because you speak grams, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is why DuckDuckGo is not going to take over. That trash ass search results. Yeah, there you are. 385 grams.
385. That's wow.
That's almost half a pound.
That's
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah, it does. So yes, it does do that on MacBooks, but that's just on the MacBook. I also have the iPad, and I also have this watch. And sometimes like it'll just connect to my watch just out of nowhere. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. I guess it's nice when like, you just want Apple to make every decision in life for you, but that's not me. I've made it without Apple. I don't need their help to do anything. So let me select which thing I want to connect to. And here's another problem. And this is something that I discovered yesterday. I tried to forget my headphones from my iPad. You should try this if you've never tried it. If you do that, it's going to forget it from all of your devices on your Apple account. So you can't just connect the headphones to one device. Does that make sense? So if you connect it to your iPhone, it's automatically going to get connected to all your other Apple devices on your iCloud account.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes.
Yeah. I did not know that.
So it's like because that was my solution yesterday. I was like, all right, you know what? Given that I'm no longer going to use these for travel or anything, I'm just going to make these my dedicated, just like streaming headphones, so I can walk around and not have to like take off my headphones. And I was just going to be like, let me forget it on this iPhone, which is my development iPhone that's connected to my computer, and then my iPad, which is also mainly here, as well as my MacBooks over there. Nah, can't do it. It'll forget it from everything.
Wow.
Oh, and there's also there's a Mac Mini in my media center over there too. So it's just like if I walk too close over there, so like you see that chair right there? If I walk to that chair, it's going to try to connect to my TV. To the Apple TV and to the Mac Mini at the same time. And sometimes it causes audio issues where like I'll be listening to music and then I'll go like outside to walk Roscoe and I'll try to listen to music from either my watch or my phone. It'll play, but you won't hear audio and it won't connect until I come here and disconnect from that, even though it's not connected.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like all these little issues where it's just like, how is this the world's most valuable company? Like that to me, that just says that people are stupid because they're like, oh yeah, this company that can't even get fucking headphones to work right, they should be worth 1.2 or however many trillions of dollars they're worth now.
Yeah, they are worth a lot.
And I don't know. Fuck AirPods. That's where I'm at. Fuck them. And Apple. Like honestly, man.
Yeah, the problem.
They're lucky that all of the people who like write software that I use is on Apple. That's the only reason I'm on this Apple shit. Also, the monitor. This monitor is dope. You can't use it with anything else.
Oh, you can't? Only Apple? The studio display.
Well, the studio display is trash. I don't give a fuck about it. But yes, because they're Thunderbolt. They're all Thunderbolt.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
And like with this one, because it has because it's 5K, so it has this special stuff in there for it to render it, a special compression, because technically to push 5K pixels at 60 hertz is not easy.
Yeah.
It takes a lot. So yeah. Also, it's not even the Mac Studio that I care about. This is my secondary monitor, the Mac Studio display. That's what I'm looking at right now. This is my side monitor. My real monitor is my Pro XDR display.
Oh, the XDR.
Yeah, I have a Pro XDR.
How is that display though? I think you sent a picture somewhere.
I thought I told you, man. I love this man. What?
You did send a picture. I completely forgot. But yeah, is it good? Is it like
What do you mean, is it
6K,
good?
8K?
What do you mean?
8K?
It's
Like, how
6K.
good? 6K? Jesus Christ.
Hold on, let me put my phone up on here right quick. All right, can you see this? My phone? You see this, right? My phone? Yeah, so maybe this? No, it won't. Okay, it won't rotate. Okay, fine. It won't rotate. So yeah, this is the XCR, Pro XCR display. See the back. Pretty cool. And then I have this the LG 5K. So I have two 5K displays connected to this, by the way. So this is 5K too, but it's vertical. So 5K, 6K, 5K. And then of course, I got the iPad down here, which is 2K, 2.5K or something like that. They're all connected to this, and they're all being driven from my Mac Studio right here, my little Mac Studio.
Yeah,
That M1, baby.
I'm unmuted right now. I'm muted there when you connect to your phone.
Oh well, yeah. I didn't mute you. It's just that you weren't on that scene. So yeah. What were you saying? I'm sorry if I missed you.
No, I was saying that it looks good. Extremely good.
Oh yeah, yeah. Steve was like, that's a lot of money invested in monitors. These aren't investments, bro. These are
I mean, you use them a lot.
Well, yeah, I sit in front of them every day, and it's all relative too, bro. Like, you got to keep that in mind. Like, at a certain point, it's just. I looked at it this way. There was a point in my life for about 3 or 4 years where I was spending like $8,000 a month on cars. This monitor only costs $5,000. So in my mind, this is like, okay, I bought this monitor once a year ago, and I haven't had to pay money for it. Whereas all of my other cars, it's like, yeah, like I buy the car, but yeah, I got to pay every month. Insurance, gas, like I have a maintenance budget back in the day. Like I would just put money into a savings account because I know I'm going to have to buy new tires, oil changes, like all the things, because I used to do track days and all that kind of stuff. So it's just like, now I'm just like, no, it's nice to have a monitor that you love to look at. And yeah. But no, I would not classify this as an investment. Please never think of any of these electronic devices. They are not investments. They are purely expenses. No, they're expenses unless you are in business, which I guess, well, let's just say I wrote this off. Let's just say I wrote this monitor off. I needed it to reduce my income. So yeah. Anyway, that's another pass. Sorry for rant. You got me on these headphones, bro. Like my recommendation is to get the AirPod Pro 2s. Save your money. I had a GT3, the AMG G63, and a Ram TRX, as well as my Ducati Monster 1200R. And there were other cars in the mix too.
You had all of them at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you like I don't know. Switch.
No, in the past I used to have 2 vehicles always, like 2 cars and 1 motorcycle. And there was one point where I had 3 cars, and then I was just like, all right, it's too much. it's like every day I would get ready to do something, it's like I had to make a decision, which car am I going to bring? And then like I had to bring maybe 2 or 3 keys, because then I got to like move one car so I can get the other car out and then put the other car back in. It became a thing. And I was just like, you know what? I think 2 cars is enough. And when I say 2 cars, I mean like a sport car, like a Porsche, and then a SUV or a truck, and my motorcycle. So at the moment, I think I'm good. Like my max number of vehicles from this point is probably going to be 3, maybe 4. But the fourth will probably always be an EV.
Oh, an EV.
Yeah, like either like a daily, like something that's like, you know, low key, not really expensive. I don't really mind putting miles on it. So something like that. And the only reason why I'm saying the EV is because I don't have to go to a gas station.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like, did you write off the monitors on 1099 on a W-2? No, I wrote it off on my business. I have I have a company. So these were company expenses. So technically, I did not buy these monitors. They were purchased on my company credit card for business purposes. And they are. Like, I mean, real talk. I use my machines for money making purposes. So no, I didn't do it as a W-2. I don't even think you can do that. And 1099, I think it's for contract work, which is different than this. This was like I needed to purchase equipment. So like my M1 Max, that's coming up for replacement actually.
Oh really?
Yeah. You remember I bought it like the day it was announced.
Yes.
Which was about 2 years ago. Can you believe that? Yeah. It was almost 2 years ago.
It's been 2 years.
Almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years later this year.
So are you gonna give it back or?
Well, no, you don't give it back. It's just that like I depreciate my machines over a 2-year period, but now like with these M1s, I don't know if I think I could depreciate it over a 3-year period or maybe even 5, because like they're so good.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, like unless the M3 is just like giving me something that like I just need, but I don't see myself upgrading, to be honest, for a while.
Oh yeah, I forgot you have the Ultra.
I had the MacBook Pro is a Max.
And then you also have the one that you use right now, the small one.
The Studio is an Ultra. Yeah.
That's jeez. That's like a lot of like 64 gigs of RAM and some other.
Yeah, like bro, like I don't even know if I need to upgrade this, because I think it'll be. I've already had it for over a year, I think, right? When did the Mac Studio come out?
I remember you getting it.
Yeah, yeah. Like they announced it's like, yeah, and I'm about to order that shit. I've been waiting on a Mac Pro, but like I don't think they're gonna do it. And honestly, this Mac Studio has been decent. The only thing that would make me get a Mac Pro is if I could put PCIe cards in there. And if I can do that, I'm like fuck. Like I'll make this my media center display. Like I'll just put it in there and I'll get rid of the Mac Studio. Let me see, Mac Studio release date. Cause I actually don't know when this thing came out. Bro, look at this. Like, you know what? Let's see if Google knows. I might have to go back to Google, bro. Like, DuckDuckGo is not answering things. Neither is Google. They're not either.
Google has been filled with ads in their things.
Yeah, that's all it is. Like, just answer the question. God damn. Let's see if ChatGPT knows. Where is it at? Chat. When did the Mac Studio come out?
Doesn't know.
Bitch. I thought they integrated Bing in here. What are they talking about? I thought I saw the word Bing, or is that like a setting for beta features? Yep, browse with Bing. There we are. All right, so I got to do it with. What the hell's going on with this? Why is this so slow?
Yeah.
There we are. So, when was the Mac Studio released? You're right, but Bing does. Because Microsoft has given their thing access to the internet. So now we can just ask it. March 18th, 2022. Oh, shit. It's over a year old now. I've had it for over a year.
Oh my gosh, where does the time go? I still remember like it was like kind of yesterday when we ordered it.
Yeah, the same here.
Time flies. Oh my gosh. That's board. Can I get information? Oh, that's cool.
Bard. What's Bard? That's
Is
a
it
stupid
like
name. I'm not
Google's-
typing that. Nah, I
think
won't
that's
use it because the
Google's
name
thing,
is
but,
stupid.
Will hates Google, so.
I do hate Google stuff. It's not just their stuff that I hate. It's them too. Personally as well. All right. What were we doing before I got pulled off onto this tangent?
Working on setting up Discord.
Yeah, we were working on something. Yeah, we were supposed to work. Okay. Developer Discord. I remember having a bunch of issues trying to figure out how to do this. So I'm worried that I'm also going to have a bunch of issues trying to do it again. Wait, why do I have 2? Okay, let's log in. Discord. By the way, Steven, if you're watching, also you, Yanni, you should probably follow along as I do this because, yeah. Unless, actually, no, Steven, no, don't follow along. And no, don't apologize. Whatever. Don't follow along right now. What I want you to do is be my test guinea pig subject. Apologies. But we're gonna write this README, and I want you to use this README to try to get up and running. If it doesn't work, you can either create an issue and be like, yo, like, do a better job and tell me like what the hell's broken. Or I don't know, if you figure out how to do it, you can also submit a PR. But you could just tell me too. I don't want you to actually go and figure out how to do stuff. In my mind, that's my job to enable you, not the other way around. I feel like I had to log into Discord too many times. Like, why didn't it just keep me logged in? Okay, so then we're going to have to come here and create a new application. So how to get Discord OAuth credentials. So we'll navigate to the Discord developer portal and create a new and select new application. Okay. Name the application YTTGen and select create. Don't need that. All right, and then after that, go to, where is it? General OAuth. Yes. All right. Yeah. All right. So then select the YTTGen application. I think that's implied. So we'll just say select the application you just created and navigate to the settings, or to settings OAuth 2. And then copy the client ID. Copy client ID located under the client information header. All right, cool. We'll get rid of that. Okay. So we need to put some links. So we want them to come to this page. So we'll do that. All right. New application, select application, copy. All right, cool. So yeah, this is how you get your ID. So Yanni, try that out. Let me know how that works. And if that's not all you need to do, let me know.
Okay.
All right. So then we have that. Now we need to get how to get GitHub credentials. OAuth credentials. Okay. Actually, I forgot how you do that. I think that's part of settings, maybe. Wait. Did I do this under? Okay, I did this under my org, so it may be different.
Okay.
Ah, shit. I got to figure out if there's a difference if you're in an org, because all of my stuff is in an org. So my, like, for me, it's different than what it would be for y'all.
Mm-hmm. Wait, under your quote-unquote org?
Yeah.
Shouldn't I be able to access it then? Or
No. You wouldn't be able to do it that way. So the org is, yes, you're a part of the org, but you're not an admin.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's equivalent to like your personal profile, but for the entire company or whatever.
I see.
Oh, wow, we could put social accounts. What other social accounts do we have? Are there any?
What?
Coding. Oh, I guess there. Dude, did you know we have an Instagram account?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah. So, a guy named Trey.
No. He hasn't. Yeah, like if you want, you could take that over if you want. But we don't have anything. That's why it hasn't been updated. I don't have time.
Okay.
Where are we at? Wait, set GitHub credentials. Wait, why do I need GitHub? Hold on. Why do we need GitHub? Am I lying?
Is it? Shouldn't it be already set up there?
Well,
or is there a delay on what I'm seeing? Oh, there's.
Yeah, there's a delay, but I'm just curious. Like, why do I even need GitHub for this? I think that's a lie. I don't think I need GitHub for anything right now. Let me see if I'm using this anywhere in the code base. Okay, I am using it. God damn it. But let me see if I even set it, because I don't understand why I need GitHub for this. I'm thinking about removing that. No, I'm definitely using. All right, I definitely have the OAuth app set up. So the first step for me is I got to find my OAuth app. Oh gosh. Maybe I did create it under my personal account. Interesting. So I definitely set it, and it's definitely something, but now I'm curious, like, what did I set it to? And why did I do that? All right, well, let's go ahead and create a new application, and that way you all can see how to do that. Oops, where's my org? You know what, fuck it, I'm gonna use this. Oh, we have rendered. Man, we need to do something with that. That needs to.
I completely forgot about that as well. Yeah.
Wait, how do I create a new app? Why do I not know how to do this anymore? Did they change it? Oh, I'm tripping. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. It's under developer settings. I forgot they moved it. They moved this. Here we are. There we are. So we have rendered it here, and then we have this OAuth app. This is for post supply. Oops, let me make this a little bit bigger. So I must have created this under my personal account. Yeah, I did. Okay, here's why TTGen. I don't understand why I did this under my personal account. So I'm going to delete it. And then I'm gonna show you how to do it from scratch. So fortunately there are no users, but I'm gonna just revoke anyways and we'll delete. What? Did that not? I cannot delete it. Do I need to use the API to delete this? All right, whatever, fine. Let's just show you how to do the new thing. So we'll go down to code and color. All right, so first thing is to navigate to your settings, to your user profile settings.
Okay.
Navigate to your profile settings. All right. Next is select developer settings. Settings. In the bottom. In the, what is that? The left sidebar, left nav sidebar. At the bottom of the page. And let's see if this is going to give me a URL. Yes, perfect.
Did it?
Yeah.
All right.
Or click this link. All right. I like doing it this way because now you don't have to look for anything. You could just click the button and it'll take you there. And then, oh wow, actually look at that. So we can say create a new GitHub app. Yeah, so this is going to just take you directly to the thing, so you don't even have to worry about the other stuff. So we want to name it YTTGen. All right, what else? Set the home page to localhost. Home page URL to HTTP localhost port 3000. For the callback URL, shit, what should the callback URL be? I forgot. Let's figure that out. Huh? Wait, is that okay? Fine. I guess that's not my settings page. Oh, settings slash
Settings.
Oh, dude, my bad, Steven. Let's see. I actually gotta go. Oh, he's not here. Let's see. Would it be easier for you if I send you my number? Well, instead of using Discord. Yes, but you're not here. Yes, that's always easier. I guess this is something that you haven't had the problem of, Yanni. It's getting a hold of me because I gave you access to my Slack. I think I even told you that's the best way to get in touch. Like, I will actually respond.
Yeah.
You know, I guess you take it for granted because you don't know how I am. It's like, I'm like a ghost, bro. It's hard to get in touch with me these days. All right, where are we at? We're going here. OAuth app, YTTGen, authorize. Here we are. Set the, what is that? Callback URL. To that. Okay. What else? Expire user authorized. This will provide a refresh token that can be used. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, no, we're gonna deselect that.
Yeah, so I copied my Discord credentials successfully. So that's good to go. That part of the document.
Did you wait, you said you've already finished this part?
The getting Discord auth credentials, the Discord part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where can this go? I don't know if I want to be opinionated with this because I don't know how other people are going to use this. I would just say select where can this GitHub. Yeah, we'll just say leave. Yeah, select. Create GitHub app. How about that? Okay, so once we create the app, cancel. And when you go through, actually, I'm going to create an app too. I think I need to go ahead and create this app. So I shouldn't have went back. My bad. So we're going to do this again. I'm actually going to do it. So I'm just going to follow my instructions. So we're going to do YTTGen. Homepage URL is, what is the homepage URL? YTTGen. Okay, so because I can't put this in the instructions, so but you need to put some in the homepage URL though.
What should you?
Really to a URL that you own.
Yeah, then I'll probably.
Technically, you don't have to do this, Yanni, because you're part of my org.
Oh.
So you have access to the thing, but you should still create it on your own just so you can see how to do it. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, this is for others. So like, because this is a public repository, and this is where you're going to have to get used to this. Like, yes, I'm building this and I'm deploying it under my environment, but I need to like write instructions in such a way where it's like I can't assume that you're doing that. So there's certain things like, I'm saying in homepage URL to put yttgen.io. Well, you can't do that because that's not your domain name, right? So like there's certain things that you won't be able to do, and I need to make sure I call that out as best I can. All right, so we're gonna put that in here. What's the device flow? What's that?
Device flow. Remember that.
For a headless app. Don't need that. Okay, so and then we'll select. I was looking at the wrong thing, so I don't even need these other things. So this is going to be select register application. Please set up. Okay, and then after that, yes, it's client ID. We're going to copy the client ID, and then 7 generate a new client secret. Selects what is that? Generate a new client secret. located in the client secrets section. Okay, so I think we're good there. So that gives us GitHub credentials. Now we got to do Supabase credentials.
Supabase. Okay.
Excuse me. And again, this is because, like, yes, me and you could use my Supabase because you're in the org, but other people, I'm not about to let them just use my shit like that. So, like, they would have to go and create their own things. So I gotta explain how to do that.
Yeah.
These are just credentials. They're not OAuth credentials. Okay, so we want to navigate to your Supabase account. It may be worth saying that you need a Supabase account, but yeah. What's the other thing I was just... Oh, Supabase. All right. What I'm going to do here is these are going to be links to how to create an account for folks who... Because, there's always new people who may not... Yeah, so I got to make sure that this is easy for them to do. This is the other part about, like, making a repository public, is that if you are someone that actually gives a shit, it's a little bit harder. Like, there's a lot of work you got to do to, and this is just documenting how to get started, and this is just going to be a minimum. I then need to go into the code base, clean it up, put documentation, then I need to write another, like, technical overview to kind of explain the structure, where things are. So it's like a lot of work. That's why I'm like, fuck that. Open source stuff is not as simple as you think.
It's hard.
All right, so we're going to navigate to Supabase. So let's go to Supabase. Actually, this is a good time to commit. Let me push this up right quick. So first of all, okay, so explain how to get credentials for Discord and GitHub. All right, let's push this up. And we're going to create a PR. Why are there so many here? Okay, I just realized that I shouldn't have did this as my base. I think this was branched from styling. So there should only be there we are. So now, so that looks a little bit better.
Show them how to doggy.
Actually, I'm just going to tell you, I'm gonna assign you to review later, and I'll also ask Steven to review. And the review is just like, did I miss out on anything? If it's hard to understand if just go through it.
All right.
So let's go back to Supabase, sign in with GitHub. No, I was signed up with GitHub. That was interesting. Okay, well that explains because it's paused because I haven't been using it. That's why I got that error. And I don't even know if you saw it. This error right here, where it's like can't find the database. It's because it's not open. It's not running. So I'm not actually using local Supabase. There's a reason for that though. I found that the local version of the Supabase container doesn't have the stuff that I needed. So like it just doesn't have all of the features of the cloud version, which means that I can't use it for development because I need access to auth, which it's not online. All right, cool. So now that that's finished, I'm going to refresh and it should work this time. I'm not sure which application this is. Is this 3001? Yeah, this is 3001. Uh-oh, it's going slow. It's not great. Oh, let's try it again. All right, so it seems to have not worked. So let me try that again. Port 3000. All right, yeah, there we are. It works now, so we're good.
Nice.
So it's selecting all the things. So now if I come to login, I should be able to log in with my whatever that account is, and then I get this. We were debugging. This is me and Steven's work, so we're starting to put things together. That's why it looks like this. Don't judge it too hard. But then I was just like, oh, it'll be a lot easier if you're able to work on this yourself. Because he wasn't able to work on it because he can't run it. So the way that we did all this was he, just like you. Oh shit, you're not even on the screen. My bad. Let me put you back on the screen. Here. All right, yeah. So just like you, we were here, and like the way we pair it was using live share.
Live share.
Yeah.
So were you running it from his computer or
my computer?
Your computer?
Yeah, because he can't run it from his computer. So like, even now, like if you wanted to, I can give you a live share link, and like you'll be able to type in code, and you'll see it change here on my machine.
Okay.
And there's also the other fact that, well, this is a public repo, so maybe we won't be limited by this. But you know how we have Vercel internally, and in the past that you would create a PR and it wouldn't let you build because you weren't in my Vercel org. Well, you can imagine if someone submits a PR to this project, they're not going to, it's not going to build. But now that it's public, I think that it'll build for free. I don't know. Or, I mean, it's not free because I pay them a shit ton of money every month. That's why I'm over here thinking maybe I should migrate to STTS or SST or whatever that thing is called.
SST, is that like Vercel?
Yeah, it's like an open source version of Vercel.
Never. Let me see. SST.
I don't know if you know this. I pay like $60 a month for Vercel right now, and I don't even use it for anything really.
Whoa, $60?
Yeah, it's $20 per person.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's why you should be using it, Yanni. Like, give me my money's worth, damn it.
What else is there? You don't subscribe to Zoom, right? That's the one that costs.
Yeah, I do have Zoom. Yeah, that costs money too. But that's not. But y'all don't have Zoom accounts, so like it's just me, and I make use of my Zoom account. So it's like, but yeah, Slack, that's per user. GitHub per user. Vercel is per user. What else? I don't know if you have access to these other things, but we have Auth0, Stripe, SendGrid. Sentry and Logtail. And I think at one point we had Whimsical, but nobody used it but me. This is before you.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like the previous team I asked. Yeah. And I found out that like out of all the tools that we had, 90% of the usage was from this guy.
Of course, yeah.
Actually, it's more than 90%. It was way more than 90. And I was just like, you know what? Like, I'm not going to be paying for these tools that y'all aren't even going to use. And it's like, you don't even have to use it for me. Right? So it's just like, use the fucking tool so that I feel like I'm getting my, like, I need for them to have a cost to justify this money that I'm giving them. Like, cost them money is what I'm telling you to do. Like, I don't care what you do. Like, just like make sure whatever you do costs them money.
How about the Google Drive? Chrome, I think you pay a lot of money.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm the only one that has extra storage. I think all of y'all only have the base 30 gigabytes, but I mean, you can use it if you want. I don't give a shit. And also, Google isn't that expensive. That's like $5 or $6 per user.
Okay, so I'll start using yourself more. Slack, of course, I use Slack a lot.
I think 1Password is $7 or $8 a user. I think it's $8 a user.
Oh, 1Password has been a minute since I used it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how you have accounts. So what you do is don't put it in the code and color vault. Create a personal vault and put your personal passwords in that. And what that means is that, like, let's say for instance, if like I'm like code and color, I don't want to do that anymore. It doesn't matter because it's in your personal vault. You just transfer it to yours. But what's cool is that because you're on their org, you technically can go and sign up for your personal account, and it's like a pro personal account that you get just for being a part of my org.
Oh, because I did subscribe for 1Password.
Yeah, so like you get free shit.
I could have got this for free. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and like for me, I justify it because I'm like, I write it off. So it's just like, you know, yes, it costs me money, but it's also a write-off. So it's fine. All right, so we're going to navigate to Supabase, and from here, we're going to create a new project. Select new project. Maybe I can just give a link.
Can you?
That's what I'm going to see. I don't know yet. What? Oh, I forgot. Okay, shit. I forgot that wait, hold on, wait. Did I forget? I am paying. What the hell is this talking about? I've been paying for this shit. Yeah, I thought I was paying for this. It's cool though. I think one signal is there we are. All right, cool. So yeah, you're gonna name the project. So select new project. And I was thinking that I could just do this, but let me see if that'll work. Oh no, that'll create an organization. We don't want to do that. Okay, so we'll say select new project. New project. All right, and after selecting new project, select the org. So then we're gonna name set a database password. For what it's worth, the database password, if you want to log into this one, it's in the vault. It's in the code and color thing somewhere. It's probably, if you just search YTTGen, you'll probably find it.
All right.
But I'm not going to put that in here because that's that's internal. So we're going to set the database password, choose a region. Okay, so after we do that, we're gonna select. Actually, I think it dumps you into the project after you create it. So after it's done, you're gonna want to go on the left-hand sidebar. So we're gonna say navigate to project settings. Page from the left side nav. And we can just say, or click this link. Because they give us a link, which is pretty cool. So we could just take, oh no, we can't. Never mind, we can't. So we can't take that. All right, and then from here, we're gonna wanna select, is it database? Oh, it's still doing it. All right, so I had to wait for it to finish restoring. I'm gonna take a quick break, like 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna put the BRB thing. You feel free to stay if you want. Otherwise, it's like, I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be around.
Okay. All right, then. Yeah, I'll be back in like 10, maybe 15.
All right.
Okay, I'm back, and I think I may have a way to fix the audio issue that I was experiencing earlier. Let's try that out right quick. So I am going to change this. Gonna remove Ecamm from here. Give me a second, Yanni. I won't be able to hear you until I do something. And what I should be able to do is add the source to my monitor. Oh wait. Oh no. I need to plug my headphones into another. I'll be back. You doing, Roscoe? What are you doing? Okay. You can still hear me, right? Yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. And you are also in the stream. And I think that I've now fixed the double echo thing in the stream.
How?
Oh, that's what you're seeing on my screen. So instead of listening to the stream audio, I'm now just listening to the audio out of my audio interface, which is where you're being dumped into. But you're also being dumped into my stream audio.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we're good. It's just that now I can't hear the music, and I won't know if my mic goes out. So that's why I listen to the stream, is that like I can know when my mic goes out, because it happens. So so there's going to be a risk, but I don't know if there's not really much else I can do. Okay. All right, so where did we leave off? We navigate to settings page from the left side menu. We got to the settings page. Let me refresh. Hopefully it's restored now. And we're going to go to the database. All right, so navigate to the database section. Settings. Copy the host. Copy host. Actually, I think we just want to copy the connection string, right? Yeah. So copy, or actually, what do I need to copy? I don't even know. .env example. So we need the public Supabase URL, and then the anonymous key. I think that's in general, right? Or is that in API? Yes, there we are. Yeah. Okay, so then I actually set to go to the wrong section. We want to go to the API. So we're going to navigate to API settings. Copy the URL on the project URL and a non-public key under project API's key. Okay, so copy URL under the project URL section, and then copy a non-public key and project API keys. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. And I think that's it.
You done with the docs?
Well, for how to do stuff, except for the OpenAI thing. Oh, I need to also you'll need an OpenAI. So we'll say open AI.
The key.
Well, yeah. I'll need to show how to do that, but you need an account first. So I need to say like you need these accounts
Okay.
of the following accounts set up. So we'll do OpenAI. Now that it's 4, I like to do it as a list. Typically 3 is my max for commas. Okay, so we need to see how do we create a Supabase account. So we're going to use Brave for this because I'm not logged into anything here. So we're going to go to GitHub. Sign up. All right. We're going to do that there, and then we're going to do OpenAI. We want to do the sign up. We also want to do Discord. That was a long ass. Why do we need this? This state right here. I don't think we need that. I think we should just do sign up. Now I got to make sure that link works.
Whoa, did GitHub change their sign up page or something? The Galaxy page?
Yeah, it's been changed a long time ago.
Whoa, that looks like epic. Let me open it up.
I am confused. What is this thing right here? What is this? Oh, never mind. All right, so we're gonna copy the link address. Does that work? Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, that's what I want. I need to also put the launch thing in there. Okay, and then Discord. How do you create a Discord account? Do you know? Oh, never mind. Register.
Discord sign in or sign up. Yeah, so you create an account using the registration page for Discord. Should I share it? Oh, your audio cut out, I believe.
All right, yeah, what was your question?
I did found the Discord registration page.
I have it. It's right here. It's Discord/register.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we have that part set up. Now we need to go over getting the OpenAI credentials. Right, and let's figure out how to do that. Open AI. API. You're going to go to manage account. Keys. Okay, so API keys. So what we're going to say is we want to click profile image. In top left. And we'll just say click your profile image and select view API keys from dropdown. I think that was what it was called, view API keys, view API keys. Yep. Or then we could say, or click this link. Man, I can't type. It's partly because I have this base in my way, so I had to have my hands in a weird way, in a non-natural way to type.
Don't you have the stand thing, or did you?
This is a stand.
The not stand. I mean the one that holds the mic.
Oh yeah, I have one of those too, but it's not long enough.
Oh god damn it! Yeah.
And it's also, I have a lot of things on my desk, and I can't put it in the position that would be ideal. Honestly, it should be directly in front of me, then it would be long enough. But I have a monitor directly in front of me.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, so I can't. And the only way I could do it on the side, but I have a very large desk. This is a it's 72 inches.
Oh, that's oh really?
Yeah,
Damn,
it's almost as long as my wingspan. Actually, it's like
then yeah, you do have a big desk, because it looked small when you sent the picture.
Nah,
because
it's
it had a
definitely
lot of because it had a lot of stuff in it. Made it look small.
Yeah, it's got it's got one 32-inch monitor and two 27s on it.
Yeah, that's big.
With room to spare for other crap. But yeah, like I think my wingspan, it looks like I'm like 76, 77 inches. And yeah, so like this is about 72, 74, one of those. All right, so I want them to click which link, API keys. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, so then click your select profile from the drop down menu. We'll click this link. Okay. Maybe I should just say, just click this link. So we'll just say, navigate to API keys page. Like that. So that way it's a lot easier. So we'll just navigate to that page, create new secret. Let's create new secret key. All right, do that. Name it. Okay, you should name it YTT Gen, but I didn't do that. Name, set name. To YTT Gen and select create secret key to complete setup. Okay, and then copy the secret key. Is it the secret? Is that the one that we want? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, copy the Oh, you know what? Maybe I should do this. I should say set the name of the thing in the environment variable. So this is going to be set OpenAI API key to the new key value. Okay. I think this is fine. I probably should do this for the same thing right here. So instead of saying copy, I should probably say set the name of the variable that we want. So this is going to be the Supabase URL. We're going to say set to the value in the project URL section. The URL. Oh, that, yeah, okay, to the URL in the project URL section. All right, I think that's fine. Should probably be consistent in my use of periods. I typically don't like to put periods in lists though, so I'm gonna delete them.
Oh, yeah, I do have a habit of putting them there.
Well, I mean, it's fine. You should just be consistent. But anytime I do a list, I typically don't do it because I don't know why. I don't have a because. But right now, I just want to make sure that they all are the same at the moment, which it looks like they are. As you can see, I'm not doing it to every line, so that shows you I'm not being consistent. Except for down here, I was consistent. Okay. So we're gonna we got that set up. So then now we're gonna set the other value, this right here. We're gonna set that to a non-key in the project API key section. Okay. This is weird. What? Oh, okay, never mind. All right, never mind. So we're gonna say set whatever that is. So this is the GitHub client ID. To the client ID. Then the client secret section, and then say set that to the new client secret. Okay. Same here. This is for Discord, so we'll say set Discord client ID. Oh, it looks like I didn't talk about how to get the secret. I think that's another thing I have to do.
Secret, the open API secret.
Yeah. Because I see that there's a section here for that, so I didn't go over how to do that, so I need to talk about that. So I'll just put it in here for now because I don't know how to do that yet. And also make sure that these other ones are what they should be. So we're going to set OpenAI key to the new key, set the next public. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so where's the database URL thing? Ah, okay, here, yeah, all right, so we're gonna say, wait a minute, oh wait, I'm confused now. Wait, what? Ah, okay, so this is yeah, okay. So we're gonna say set, okay. I don't want to type that out again. We're gonna set that to, I actually don't know what that value should be. So what I'm gonna do now is just like move it to the bottom and we'll add it later, I guess. Okay, set database URL. I don't know to what yet, but we'll figure that out. Oh, I had to sign in again. Wow, okay. That was fast.
Wait, for Discord?
Yeah, no, for Superbase. I never logged out. I was just in. I'm like, it's interesting. Ah, look at that. I get a 404. That's fun.
Or are you using the same browser? Or?
Yep.
That's interesting.
Okay, so next is going to be oops, I want to do it from here. So we'll say navigate to database settings. And next I want to copy. I won't say copy. I'll just say set database URL to host in the connection info section. Okay. All right. So I think we've got everything.
Cool.
For how to get up and running. Thing.
Is my mic making weird noises or is it fine?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
But I don't know what it sounds like on the stream. I can't hear the stream anymore.
Okay.
So that's the other thing. The only way I can hear it is to put on these headphones, which if I take them out, like if I take them out of the case, it's going to cause
disruption.
Yes. Like I don't even have to like do anything. It just like open it and pull it out. All of a sudden it's just broken. Okay, so I think this is a good point to commit. We're going to say add instructions for Superbase and OpenAI setup.
Yep.
Let's see what this is looking like. I don't even know what this looks like, so we'll do preview. Okay, it's a lot. I'm not gonna add images. I don't think that's necessary.
Let me see.
What I am gonna do though is get rid of this section because I don't need it anymore now that we've done the thing. And this is now just gonna be set Discord credentials or get whatever that is. That. Actually, I might. Huh?
No, I was about to say it looks good. I'm looking at it right now on YouTube. The preview for the doc.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Oops. Okay. Okay. So for running for initial. We'll say one copy. So we'll do CP. What is it? Env or .env .example to .env .local. Copy the example file. Okay, and then two, set the values, set values according. I'll just say fill in the values. Set the values? I don't know. environment setup. Okay. All right. I'm gonna commit this. So we'll just do a little bit of refinement.
All right.
All right. So that's how to get the stuff. Now we need to talk about how to actually like run the project.
How to run projects. So first off will be to make sure Docker is running. That's ideally the first step, I believe. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know yet. We'll see. I have no idea, to be honest. Running the application. Oh, we'll just say running YTTGen. Okay, so did I say Docker desktop? Did we? Is that the Docker that I put in here? Oh yeah, I think I did. Okay, so first thing is start Docker desktop.
Yep.
Okay, and then the second thing is to clone this repo. Actually, that's maybe the first thing. Move this down to here. So we're going to say start that, but I think the first thing we want to do is just clone this repo. That's just going to be git clone https github.com/code /yttgen.git. All right, so we're going to clone the repo. We're going to say configure environment. That's the second step. The environment setup. More details. Actually, is that how you? I forget. Is it?
What? Cloning repo?
To do the link, is it that environment setup like that with a hyphen, or is it a dash? No, like to link to somewhere else in the page. Can I do that? You know what? I won't link it. I'll just say C environment setup section. So we'll do that. We'll just say C or to environment setup section. It's too many words. We'll just say setup. All right. So once you've configured the environment, we want to start Docker desktop, and then after we start Docker desktop, we want to navigate to the repo in the CLI. And that's just going to be CD, and then we're going to say home directory, and then path to repo, like so. All right, and then from here we want to run or start Docker or start Supabase container. So that's just going to be Supabase start. And then, yeah.
And then you just run it, right?
Oh, actually, before we do that, we probably want to, after we clone the repo, we may want to download dependencies or install dependencies.
Oh yeah, Yarn, right?
Yeah. So that means that you need Yarn too. Actually, don't. You could use npm, but No,
You
technically you
actually
can
do,
use npm, but you have to delete the lock file. I'm just going to say you're going to have to use yarn. I'm not about to get into how to do other stuff. So we're just going to say install dependencies, run yarn, and then once you start Supabase, start, and then we can start the application. And that's, oops, that should be yarn dev. And then
is it yarn dev? Let me see.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I think that should be good enough. So that will give us the application. So maybe I should go in here and give some. Where's desktop? Here we are. Okay, so add instructions. Actions to start app. You know what? I don't know if I think there's more. I think I'm missing something. I think you have to run the migration.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's Prisma in it, right?
Yeah. Well, it's not that it's Prisma. It's that like yeah, we start the database, but we also have to create some stuff.
Okay. So I think I think you can find the instructions on the Prisma docs, right? Or like
This isn't Prisma related. This is how we need to set up the. Well, I mean, yes, you're right, but I also have I have a script in the package JSON that you can run.
Oh.
Right here. So we need to say this right here.
All right.
Do I have a C? Oh, if I have a C file, then that's probably what I want to do. I didn't know I had a C file. Let's see. See, this is the problem with like coming back to things and you haven't done anything in a while. Yeah, so I think what I want to do is say dbgen client or db push schema, maybe. I think you're gonna have to run this to see because like it's already set up on my end. I can't do it. But I think that we're also going to have to either run the schema or the push before you do this, before you start the application. So right here, this would be, I guess, that's what do you call the thing? Create the database schema or create database schema. That's going to be yarn db gen or push. I forgot what it is. I want to say push schema will create the client too. So this, I think it's this right here. Okay. I'm just going to say create database like so. That's a little bit better. All right. So I think this is all we need to do. So now I need to talk about like, what is this? So
this is a YouTube tile generator. Like, you mean talk about like how structure is and things and stuff? Do you mean to talk about, are trying to talk about the structure or?
No, just like what is this thing?
The whole app? Okay.
right, so now I need to find the link to my devlog. I have a whole playlist, and I think I forgot. You know what? Let me do this before I forget. I forgot to add to the playlist the last few streams that I've done.
Oh, the Devlogs playlist?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fire, man. I added I forgot which one. I need to check.
Oh shit! I need to update the description, like the description too. That's part of what this YTT Gen is supposed to do, is because like I hate doing manual stuff, especially if I have to repeat myself. So this is one of these things where Devlog could do this, or I'm sorry, YTT Gen should do this. When I publish something, if it knows that it's for this, just automatically add it to the playlist. I shouldn't have to come in here and manually do it, which is what I'm doing now.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
And also, this is how I know which ones I've done. So that's why I changed my picture. That's how I know I've actually done it. It's just the FYI. That's why if you're like, I wonder how come that's why. Because I wouldn't know otherwise. I would have to go and check each one, and you see how much of a pain in the ass it is already.
How close are you to your like goal of streaming? What was it? 10,000?
100 streams, a goal that I can control. I'm very close to that. Other goal, I'm not so much, because I don't have control over that. But I have full control over how many streams or how many hours of content I have. So the way I typically figure this out is I will come to playlist, and I'll just look here. So I have 95 videos in there so far, or 95 live streams. And let's just pretend that each of my live streams are 1 hour. That means that there's 95 hours of content. But I'm pretty sure on average, each of these streams is like 2 hours. So that's how many hours it probably is. But I also have some streams that are 6. So it's like the average may be a lot more than 2, but I'm low end right now. And this will be 96 once this is up. So I might hit 100. Well, I will hit 100 before June, the end of June.
Was that the goal you set for the year, or?
Well, no. My goal. So remember, I was saying that like because I'm not getting that much engagement on these.
Yes.
So because of that, I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna do something that I already don't like that much to begin with and not get engagement. So I was like, I'm gonna get to 100, and then I'm gonna start branching out into other stuff. Like I may start doing reaction videos, just having conversations, kind of like today, just like talking to people, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose all 100 of the people who've like followed me for tech shit, but it's whatever. Like I'll sacrifice 100 if I can get 1,000 other folks, even if like, you know, they're not, it's whatever. It's mindset of like, hey, if you want good things, you need to support it. It's kind of like with restaurants. You know, people are all upset, especially here in Houston, when one of our restaurants that was a long-standing, you know, high-end, not high-end, but like really good restaurant, it closed down, shut down, and people are complaining. And I was just, well, the easy answer is because they're not making enough money. Well, why is that? Well, people don't want to go there anymore. Why is that? COVID. They'll rather order on these apps without realizing that when you order on these apps, the restaurant they're taking on all the risk. So let's say you don't like your food. It comes out of the restaurant. Let's say that the delivery driver takes forever and it comes cold. Restaurant messes up their reviews. Also, they take a % fee of the restaurant. So restaurants increase their prices and makes people not want to, you know, purchase. And then it's just like, when they close down, people are like, oh, I can't believe it's closed down. But it's just like, when's the last time you went there, bitch? Like, like, can you not believe it? It's like, have you been there in the past year? No? Then like, so I'm a big believer. It's like the things that you like, you pay for it. It's that simple, because like that's the way that they are around. So like, no, I go to this couple tea places almost every day during the week. And yeah, it costs me $6 for tea, and I have tea here, which is most of the time I make my own tea. But I liked having the option of being able to go to a tea house
and getting fresh tea.
Yes, so it's like I do my part by, you know, I go there and try to make sure that they don't go out of business. But of course, other people got to do the same thing, and if other people don't, then we that's how you lose out on good shit, is when you don't support it. It's just like, you know, especially when it's free. It's not like, you know, it's not like I'm charging people, which I technically could do, probably should do.
Yeah, because that's interesting. People value the things that they. It's interesting because if you charge people, they value it more than. I guess that's the norm. I guess.
I don't think that they value it more. I think that it forces certain people out of the people who aren't serious. So now you're only dealing with people who are like actually serious about it. This is just what I think. I don't actually know this to be true. Okay, I think I'm done with that. Where am I done with that? Oh yeah, we're still describing this. So I want to talk about features at some point. Oh, also I probably should put that's what I went to YouTube for, was to get that, and then I forgot. So I want this link. There, all right. These are all planned, so they're going to be checklist. Wait, why is this not working? Oh, okay, there we are. All right, so first thing is generate title. Generate a YouTube title given a video description. And this I'll probably add more stuff here at some point, because I'm not really sure what the features are anymore, because I don't know, it's been a while. I need to figure out like where things are. So we got that. One of the other things that I wanted to do was generate a thumbnail given a title. I should probably say a YouTube thumbnail. We're going to abbreviate YT. So generate. We're not going to do it yet. How we do it? I have this pet peeve where it's like, don't introduce an abbreviation unless you first define it. So that's what this is.
I see.
I'll make this a little bit bigger. All right, so we're going to generate a YT thumbnail given a title and a video description. Given a title, video description, and prompt. Why is this? Oh, okay, that. Okay, what else do we want to do?
Video description, YT thumbnail.
It's the title and the description. So we won't generate a description, but we will generate a title. So you have to give me something. Other thing. Oh, one of the other things is generate a list of tags that.
A list of tags?
Yeah. For a given video. Or for a YT video. Given the URL. So the way that will work is it would probably have to look at the title, the description. I mean, that's really all it could do. And give me a list of tags. Also based off of other tags that I've used in other videos. So it should be able to figure out, I don't know. Let's see. So we generate a list of tags for YouTube video. Another thing is like automatically assign videos. You know what? I don't think I need to say YouTube, and I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Because the whole thing is for YouTube. I say it up here, right? I'll say it eventually, but yeah, I don't think I need to say it. Automatically assign videos to relevant playlists based on title, or based on title, I guess. For me, this is easier because my title so far, Devlog. If it has the word Devlog, just like it's obviously a devlog. But maybe based on the title and description. Probably. Okay. It would be cool if like I can link to my project somehow easily, but maybe I don't know. I'll leave it. I'll leave that for now because I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. That's part of figuring out like, what else can this do, and I haven't played with this in a while to know. I don't even know what it does now, other than I know it does this. I don't know what titles is. Oh, title. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. So maybe I should do that. So lists previously generated titles. Yeah, we could do that. But what if I want to edit a title? Edit titles of previously published videos. Or how about this? Improve titles. Automatically improve.
Oh yeah, that's better.
That doesn't exist yet, but we will want that to exist. Okay. All right, it's good enough for now. Obviously, we can come up with more features in the future, but I want to get this published up and merged. So add feature list.
It's interesting to see how through time this whole doc came to life, if that makes sense. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Although there's stuff that's missing. Like if this were something that I want to actually put effort into, I would also include like images or GIFs for like going through the thing. Because there's certain things, for instance, when you run super base start, like it's going to output something. You may want to like see, like if you've never done this, you don't know what it's going to do. But it's like, I would show you that. Right now, I don't want to, that's too much effort. I don't want to do that. But if you want to do that, I'm not going to, if you want to be like, yo, I want to put more into this, hey, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. But I've already, like I said, like just keep in mind, like engagement is low on this, so it's just like
but still, I mean, to be fair, it is a lot of things compared to other open source projects, at least that I've seen, in terms of README.
Let's look at this. I'm just going to merge it and then just create an issue. This adds a README walking people through how to get started. How to run / develop project locally. The project locally. All right, we'll go ahead and merge that just so that like when you come to the home page, now it's not a piece of shit. Oh shit, it is. It still is a piece of shit. What? Did I merge the wrong thing?
I hope not. What happened?
Immerse it into styling.
Uh,
Oh, fuck. That's all right. That's okay though. That's all right. It's whatever. Oh. Yeah, we're not gonna merge that yet. So we're gonna it's gonna get merged after the fact. If you want to see it, you're gonna have to go to style. So what I'm gonna do is share this with Steven right quick. Discord. All right, he also gave me his number. That's even better. Give me 1 second while I text him. You said you had some questions. What are they? We can talk about that now.
Oh, really? Yeah. We're just talking about foundational skill sets.
What do you mean? Like what? Foundation?
Foundational skill sets. So yesterday we talked about how you developed. Where you are now is because of you developing multiple skill sets, right? But what I believe in is like which skill sets, those foundational skill sets, helped you develop the other skill sets. If that makes sense. Oh wait, I think your audio cut out. Is it from mine?
It may have been for me.
Right.
Let me add you to the scene right quick. Give me a second.
Yep, this might be also valuable for other people. There are 2 viewers, so for 2.
I think one of them is probably me though.
Okay, I guess for one of the people who's lurking, that might be helpful for you then. This question, I hope.
Okay, let me select you. All right, sorry about that. I was trying to get stuff set up. Okay,
Good.
so I'm gonna ask you to repeat. Yeah.
Okay, so yesterday we were talking about, or you were talking about how where you are right now is due to the work that you put into investing into multiple skill sets, right? Whether it's marketing, I don't know, problem solving. It's like multiple skill sets that you've acquired to your career, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I was trying to say is how did you develop, or which foundational like skill set helped you develop all those skills? Or
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
There are 2: reading and writing.
reading and writing.
I can't overstate how much, like, it may not seem like, oh, what is, but like reading and writing. For one, reading,
Yeah.
knowledge, that's where most of the world's knowledge is. It's in books. Different perspectives in books. Read. It's going to change the way you think because now you're reading other people's thoughts. The writing, because, well, you've learned after writing a little bit that it's a little bit harder to write.
Yeah.
And it's because you have to think. So writing is thinking. I don't know if I've ever told you this. I look at writing as evidence of thought.
Evidence of thought.
Yes, writing is evidence of thought. Yeah. Like if you're someone that's like, oh, I thought about doing X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, well, show me the thing. Like, show me or document or writing or something that's not just, oh, I had a thought. Because thoughts, they're ephemeral. Like, a thought is, in my opinion, worthless. It's something like things that are either tangible or that can be seen that are valuable. So just reading and writing. And from reading and writing, for me, it naturally extends into being able to speak. Because it's not enough to just, because some people don't like to read, and it's not enough to do that. So like, in order to get into just being able to grow into more fields or more things, you need to be able to speak so that you can meet other people or network. And then when you start to speak with these people, like, you start to learn from this. It's just like reading a book, right? Except now you get to ask them questions based off of the things that you may want to know. So I would say that right there, just those three things, those three skills: being able to read, write, and speak.
Read, write, speak.
When I say speak, I don't mean just say words. I mean to have a conversation, like to actually, communicate, which is easier said than done.
Yeah, so is that developed through experience, or did you read a book about it, or did you just...
Well, it's all experience. Like, we have, during school, at least here, grade school, like, we're forced to learn how to read and write. And if you're not homeschooled and you go into a public school like I was, you're in an environment with other people. You have to talk. And part of that is like, if you're in an environment with other people talking, well, there's always going to be conflict. So then you get to learn conflict resolution. Of course, you don't know it's conflict resolution. Maybe you do, but like, I didn't realize that's what it was until I was much older. Where it's just like, if someone is like, like, let's say someone's in grade school, it's a little different. Let's say, there's some bullying or whatever going on. How do you deal with that? Right, so it's just like, no one actually truly taught me how to deal with stuff like that. Actually, I think my mom told me. She gave me permission to. She's like, if anybody hits you, like, it don't matter who or what they are.
You get to. That's
a warning for any, like, for females too. It don't matter who you are. You can equal lefts, bro. Equal rights come with equal lefts. So I remember my mom told me a story about I don't remember this happening, but she was saying that I was in this bouncy thing, the things that the kids play in, those big inflatable
trampoline.
Yeah, it's something like that, like a jungle gym or the bouncy things.
Yeah.
They have them at parties. Anyway, some girl, I don't know, she decided to do something to me. I think she kicked me or hit me or something like that. My mom, she saw the whole thing. I think so. Yeah. And I remember, like, I think my mom said, like, I was upset or something like this, and I went to her crying or something like that, because I didn't want to do nothing to her. I was a kid, just FYI, probably like 4 or 5, maybe 6. And I went to her, and she's like, you don't let nobody hit you or whatever. She's like, next time anybody do anything to you, she's like, you could knock them out. So she told me this story about, like, me picking up a 2x4 and hitting some girl upside the head because she kicked me.
Jeez.
I was just like, yeah. And I mean, I'm still that way, where it's just like, I'm very, it takes a lot, but if you put your hands on me, it's like, all right, you've just opened it up. Like, we're now on equal footing. Yeah. And I don't believe in being light on people. It's, no. I'm sure you can understand if you're from a certain place. It's like, fights are not meant to be fair. Like, it's like, you get what I mean?
Yeah. I get what you
mean. So like, my intention is never to, like, to not hurt you. It's to hurt you for life these days.
Let's see.
But yeah, back into, like, other fundamental skills, like reading and writing, that naturally translates into, like, it's like, because you're learning new things and you're getting new knowledge, that's going to, if you're curious like I am, that's going to make you want to go and say, oh, I saw this thing, let me go and go down this other path and, like, go and learn these other things. And you keep doing that and you find things that are interesting. Of course, if you're in school, you're going to be presented with different topics that are going to challenge you or that you didn't know about. So I've always been the kind of person where it's like, I'm curious, I love learning. Some people like, I love to learn, and then they don't spend their free time learning. So it's just like, do you? I'm someone who loves to learn. In fact, if you were to look at a lot of my search history, a lot of my video history, you may find that it's a lot of lectures, lectures or courses or, like, stuff like that. Just me going through stuff.
What interests you I see.
It's not that what interests me, because I don't know what interests me. I think it's very conceited for me to say that this thing interests me, because how would I know? And what I mean by that is like, if I don't know the thing, how do I know that it interests me or not?
True. Yeah. I see.
So I'll give you an example of what I mean by that. So when I was in college,
Yeah.
I've always had this thing with this idea that I should take courses that I don't want to take. And that comes from my grandpa saying that it's like, well, you need, like, you know, as a man, you're going to have to do stuff that you don't want to do. And he always said that it's like, it's you doing the things that you don't want to do. That's what builds your character as a man. So I took that to apply it to my education. So there were certain things that like I have zero interest in. I think it's stupid. I don't want to have anything to do with it. And I decided to take courses in them. Psychology was one of those things. I used to think it was the dumbest thing ever. Even when I took the class, I was like, this is stupid. I hate this class, whatever. But it's like, I'm not going to say I hate something until I go and do it. So that's an example.
Okay. Did you like it afterwards? Psychology?
No, I thought it was stupid, a waste of time. But over time, like 5 years down the road, I started like it never went away, right? And I think what also helped is that I also had the same kind of idea with economics. I was able to convince my department chair to let me take an economics class instead of some other class to meet my business requirement. I went to a liberal arts school, so I had to take like a bunch of other crap. So like I remember convincing them to let me take this course instead of some other course. And turns out that economics course was, I mean, this wasn't explicitly said, but I made connections on my own. And I noticed that
you applied that knowledge.
Well, not that I applied. It's like I started noticing a connection between psychology and economics.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and then that's what made me go back to the psychology part. I went back through the lens of economics. In fact, I actually have some books that like you can actually see the history of the things that I became interested in. I have books that would introduce psychology through the lens of economics.
Interesting.
And then like through that, I got into just, all right, let's just do some straight psychology shit. And you know, you just learn stuff and you pick it up and you make connections and you talk to people, and you know, if other people are like you and they're reading stuff, then like you get to share your ideas and your takeaways, and different people are going to take away different things. And you're going to come away with, you know, different perspectives, which also increases your ability to do more stuff. Now, that doesn't answer your question of like foundational skills for learning, but I do think it answers the fact that it's like you have to want to learn. It's not necessarily like the skills. It's like, do you want to do it? Because like I have a lot of skills. That doesn't mean I'm going to do it because I don't want to. Right? Like I can cook, but you're not about to see me go try to be a chef. I don't want to. You have to want to do it, right?
Yeah. That's interesting. That definitely answers my question. Because I was reading a bunch of, I've been into books lately, and I've been reading a bunch of like, you know, these foundational skill sets, and and one of the things that was common, one of the things that I've learned is knowing how to critical thinking and knowing how to interact with information. That's what came up most frequently. So it's interesting that you brought up reading and writing, which is pretty much critical thinking and knowing how to interact with information. So yeah,
I think critical thinking is just not accepting what's told to you.
Exactly.
Which I don't even know if that's a skill. That could be more of a personality.
Yes, but I feel like it's, especially now, I feel like it's a very valuable skill to have as an individual. Because
it is. It always has been. Unfortunately, that's a skill that's hard to develop for people for some reason, because it requires thinking. Before you could critically think, you first have to think, and
thinking takes a lot of time. I started doing these like thinking sessions every day, where I think for like 1 hour, 2 hours straight, just thinking. I'm trying to build a habit of.
I would suggest you just go for a walk for an hour.
Walk for an hour?
Walk for an hour.
And then think?
No, just go for a walk. What you'll find is that if you just go for a walk and you do this consistently, you will find that thoughts will just naturally come up. My best ideas don't come with me trying to think of my best ideas.
They come naturally. Okay.
Well, it's all a natural process. They come spontaneously, is what I mean.
Oh, okay.
But you have to also be open for that to happen. So you've heard of meditation, right? Like that's another way, but I mean that takes a while to be able to just empty, like just let your mind just be free and go where it wants to go. It does
take a while. Yeah.
But walking activates that.
I see.
Like, so if you're walking for like an hour, it will activate that, and you may find that you'll start to have a lot of ideas while you're walking. But you're not even thinking about stuff. The key is just to not think about thinking about it. Just go do your walk, and you may find that you do that. Also, being bored, that's important. I find a lot of people can't be with themselves. I don't understand why, but I noticed this actually with one of my buddies. It's just like can't be still. It has to be on the phone. Like look at that shit. Can't. It's just like
I was about to say there's a lot of distractions now. So.
Well, there have always been a lot of distractions, but just because they exist doesn't mean that you have to be distracted. You're going to find out about me. I'm not into the excuses. That's bullshit to me. Where it's just like distractions have always existed. Like everybody has distractions. Everybody has choices. That's the key. In this country, we have freedom. So it's just like if you do X or Y, that's a decision that you made. You may feel like that you didn't have a choice, but that's bullshit. You always have a choice.
True. Interesting. Yeah. What else did I have a question on? Yeah, I guess you answered all my questions because I was also about to say what was the motivation for all of this, and I guess you answered it by saying curiosity and wanting to
motivation for what's all of this though?
For foundational skill sets, building those skill sets, and you said curiosity, and then curiosity led you to
Well, I should also say that I didn't go out with the expectation I'm gonna build a skill set. I've never I don't care about that. I've never had I don't. To me, that's weird. Like some people, I need to go develop this skill. It's like either you do something or you don't do it, right? Sure. So let's say this programming thing. I wasn't sitting in my 7th grade algebra class saying, "Oh, I want to develop this skill to program this thing that I've never even heard of." That's not how this happened. This was I got a calculator for Christmas. Yeah. And I read the manual and I saw this thing called programming. I'm like, what the hell is that? Google wasn't really around back then. And so it's like, and I didn't have the internet at the time. So it's like, I read the whole manual and I saw this thing programming. And what I got from it is I can do something once and not have to do it again. So it was curiosity. It wasn't like, oh, let me learn how to do this to develop this skill. It was just like, I don't want to do my homework because this is stupid. That was it. It was literally it was to solve a problem. Like I had this problem, I have homework. That's stupid to me. It's easy. It was easy for me. So it's just like, like I had to do this algebra stuff. It's just a lot of it. It's a waste of time. I already get it. Like me doing this doesn't show you that I get it. It's just showing you that I can do it. So how can I not do it? Oh, I can learn how to do this thing on my calculator. I think it took me about a month or two to figure out how to do stuff. And from there, it's just like, And over time, I'm confronted with different things, and it's like, oh, well, how do I make it do this other thing so I don't have to do stuff?
I see.
So I very rarely do I go into anything with this idea that I'm gonna try to develop a skill set. It's always this idea that I just want to do something, and I just do it.
Just do it.
And if you do it long enough, then it becomes a skill.
I guess I'm overcomplicating it then, but yeah, it does make sense.
I'm over here editing stuff. Yeah, go ahead and talk. I'm listening.
What else?
We got a few more people here. By the way, if you're just joining in, just ask me whatever you want. And if you don't know who I am, I'm William. I'm a former software engineer, former developer of GitHub Desktop. Here, this thing right here. Oh wait, no, I'm not sharing my screen. You could go look it up. Desktop.github.com. Current developer advocate for OneSignal and former, I guess, founder, I guess, of a thing. So yeah, you could ask me whatever, I guess. Tech stuff, life stuff. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, go ahead. Back to you, Yana.
I don't know. Random question. Oh yeah, about traveling. I know it's kind of. I'm going on a tangent here, but you.
Really a tangent? This stuff, bro. This stuff. We talk about whatever. Yeah. So I also should say that to the other people, because they don't have context. I travel a lot. I went to my 45th country 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I went to Taiwan.
Taiwan. That was like 2 weeks, more like.
I think
3,
so.
4.
It wasn't that long ago. It was definitely at the end of April, but like May, because I think I started really in May. Yeah. So this month. So yeah. I've been to a lot of countries. That's why he's talking about travel. I do have a few countries that I want to touch this year, but I'm not sure. I have Europe, which isn't the country. I understand that, but there are a lot of countries in Europe that I can easily go to. I kind of want to go. I don't know. Like I want to go to Spain.
Spain.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Spain is nice.
Also, I don't know. Honestly, I don't really like Europe. That's the thing. The only reason I want to go to Spain is because some of my friends from Oman they're always in Spain. That's really the only reason. Yeah,
then you can go and hang out with them.
I'm like, why do I need to go to Europe? I could see Europeans here. I don't need to go there to see them. So like, I do plan to go to the Philippines. Maybe not this year. I want to go to Japan.
Yeah.
Indonesia. There are a few places in Indonesia. I want to go to Jakarta, Bali, as well as Sumatra. Those 3. Also, I want to go to Bhutan and Kyrgyzstan. Not Kazakhstan, but Kyrgyzstan. And I've been looking at flights. Fucking $8,000, bro. Oh my god. So like
for what?
8,000.
Is it coach or business?
I think it was coach.
What? No way.
Yeah. I think business class was like 17 grand. I'm like,
what?
The only way I'm about to spend 17 grand on like a trip is if that includes accommodations and like transportation and a guide like who could translate. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm just going. But I'm unlikely to want that because I like to. You've seen some of my like I just like to go out and just walk around and just do whatever.
Scout everything. Yeah.
Although a guy would let me do that too, because they're not like they would just be with me or whatever. But yeah, I'm looking. It was just for the dates that I was trying to go. I may go another time because I can get tickets for as low as $5,000. So I may do that as well. I also want to go back to Ethiopia. I want to go to Eritrea, but I don't know if I can go right now because of issues.
You can't go.
I would like to go to Sudan, but I don't think I can go right now because of issues. So I met some Sudanese people when I was in Kenya, and like I learned some stuff about Sudan that I didn't know. Like they speak Arabic, because she was sharing some of the music. I was like, this shit sound like I was like, oh my gosh,
speak Arabic, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I did not know. I was just like, I didn't know that there were. Anyway, but yeah, and then she told me the difference between like South Sudan. I was like, wait, there's a new country, South Sudan? She's like, yeah, it's some boy.
South Sudan, this is news to me.
You didn't know about South Sudan?
No.
Oh, dang.
Now I know. It's fine.
Bro, you live like right next to Sudan. How do you not know this?
I don't.
Damn. All right, so now you can't give American shit for not knowing stuff now, because this American knows. Yeah, so it's like I'm trying to go there. I want to go to Uganda. I want to go to Uganda or Tanzania at some point, or Madagascar, like all these places.
Those are some cool places.
Yeah. Like I mean, when I was in East Africa, I really wanted to go to more places, but I didn't have the time. And also while I was in East Africa, I met some folks from South Africa, and they were like, "Hey, you should come out visit us in South Africa." I'm like,
yeah,
sure.
I heard South Africa is also extremely nice.
Well, that's what they were saying, and I was like, I didn't hear it. But maybe in here, don't judge me, but these were not the black South Africans who I was in the mix with. These were the other ones. So it's like their experience may be very different from because I was like, I thought South Africa was this, and they're like, and I think they're from Johannesburg. Is that a place? Is that the nice place? They were saying that they were from someplace in that area. I was like, all right, cool. So I may go out to South Africa just to go out and visit and see what that's like, meet some folks. I want to go further into the DRC. I didn't go too far.
Congo.
Yeah, Democratic. Wait, I had to do my Democratic Republic of Congo.
Isn't that the place where you saw like the biggest wealth disparity or something?
No, I didn't go far in. I only went because I was in Rwanda. So it's a land border right next to Lake Kivu. So you can get into DRC from there. But I didn't go into DRC into it. Like, it's just like I'm in DRC, but I'm not really in the mix. I'm not sure how in the mix I'm trying to go into the DRC because they might capture my ass and try to get me to start digging for lithium out there, building these Teslas. They might mistake me. They'd be like, nah, you get your ass in these fields and dig for these lithium rocks, this cobalt. Yeah, they got me in these cobalt mines. Nah, no thanks. But yeah, like there's a lot of places that I want to go to. Whether or not I'm gonna go this year, up in the air. The only thing that's somewhat set in stone is Singapore at the end of the year. Yeah. But that's more so before, like my first time I went in 2018. I had intended to go every year after I met the professor out there and some other folks who like helped me figure out my business strategy out there. I was like, I'm gonna come out here every year. 2019 I went and COVID.
God damn.
And then I didn't go again until in January this year. Actually, I flew late December last year to Singapore, and then I spent a few more days out there mid-January. But it'll be the same thing where it's like I go at the end of the year and I'm out there for maybe like 3 to 4 weeks trying to get some stuff done because I only have I think another year or so to get my shit together to like hire local talent and finish up my visa process so that I can get my longer term visa. Right now I'm on an investor visa, which is good for 2 years. But I haven't lived in the country. That's the problem. Is that it's like technically, like for one of the visas that I want, I had to enter the country and like stay there. And
for how long? A while, right?
Well, I just need to go there. I just need to enter the country and like be there for a while for the process to actually like go through all, like meet with the lawyers and do all the things just to handle it. I don't know how long that would take, but I would assume that I would just have to be out there until it happens.
Let's see. So, how much do you need to spend to get like a visa from Singapore? Or is that like a sensitive question to ask in front of viewers? We can skip that. Yeah, we can skip that. Okay.
I'm gonna just say if you really care, if you really want to know, you can find out because it's all public.
All right.
It's all public, but yeah.
In terms of living there, how is it? Is it very nice, or do you need to be?
Dude, Singapore's amazing.
Do you need to be rich to live there to enjoy like its full fruits or something?
Well, you need to be rich to enjoy the full fruits anywhere you live. Even in America, let's not lie. Like, I mean, even the people who are like, "Oh, I have a great," it's like, no, you think that it's because you're not rich yet. You don't know. It's like America's very different once you have money. Yeah, it's very different. Singapore, yes, you can. Yeah, you don't need a lot of money to live there. But it just depends on like what kind of person you are. Where it's like if you're okay with having just like, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you could probably get a small flat for like $1,800 a month, like US. Like you don't need a car. Food is cheap.
That part was like very nice for me because it's like you don't need a car to transport. And you told me the transportation things are nice there, right? Like trains, buses, facilities.
Plus, it's small, bro. Like it's a tiny country. You can take the MRT, which is the rail, the it's not a high speed rail. It's just like the transit, mass transit. And from the east to the west side of the island, which is the longest, it's wider than it is tall. So from east to west, 40 minutes on the train with stops. Like, you know, you're stopping. It's 40 minutes to get from one side of the island to the other.
Damn, that's like going from driving to Houston is like from here to Houston is like a bunch of hours.
Yeah, I think 30 minutes you can get from one side of the island to the other by car in like 30 minutes, but that's with all the lights and traffic. So it's like if you don't have to stop for lights or anything, it's like 20 minutes. So it's not a big place. So it's like, yeah, the transportation, you don't need a car. And even if you do need to get somewhere, you could take taxis. They're everywhere. And you can also buy a car if you really want. A motorcycle. There's a lot of people with bikes there as well. But not Thailand style bikes, but like our kind of. Nice. It's a rich country. That's all I can say. It's a rich country.
There's a lot of rich people there.
Bro, I feel broke when I go there.
I heard there's a lot of crazy rich Asians there.
There are a lot of crazy rich people. So it's not just Asian. So anytime I've gone out of the US, the rich people who I meet are rich.
Oh,
like
rich, like
yeah,
rich.
like yeah, because you know, like when you go to other countries, there's not really a middle class. Yeah, you have rich and poor, and when you're rich, you're rich, and when you're poor, you're poor. It's kind of like that in these other places. So like, yeah, in Singapore, there are a lot of stupidly rich people. A lot of them are transplants. So there are a lot of people from China who've like made a shit ton of money, and then, you know, they want to get out of the country. Yeah. Go to Singapore.
Move to Singapore.
You got a lot of folks from like Hong Kong too who went there. We got Americans who like will get rich and they'll go to Singapore because they have a favorable tax thing. All right, somebody's texting me. I'm trying to figure out who this is.
All right.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, a lot of people are out there. It's a lot of Australians, a lot of people from UK. They call themselves expats. It's interesting. Yeah, expats. You've heard of that, right? Like expat?
Expats, no.
EXPAT. Well, it's what rich people call themselves.
Your audio cut out.
I was saying that expat is what you are when you're rich, when you're coming from a rich country. If you're poor, coming from a poor country, you're called an immigrant. It's just another way that, you know the West people from the West, Europe, European people are like, oh, I'm not an immigrant, I'm an expat. It's just like, oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, even Americans too. It's not just them, Americans too. So when I was out where I was, they were like, oh, you're an expat. I'm like, not an immigrant. Like, I had to go through immigration. It's like, how am I not an immigrant? They're like, no, you're an expat. I'm like, well, what's the difference? And
like, well,
yeah, give me a second. Someone come on. All right, sorry about that.
You're good.
I actually gotta go to dinner.
Yeah.
I just realized that it's 6:10 and that was the person I was supposed to be going with.
Oh my gosh, it's 7 here. Where did the time go?
Hey, that's what happens when we're having fun. So let's try to do this again. I'll probably stream tomorrow.
I'll probably be around.
As usual, I don't have a time. It'll just be at some point. So yeah. So those of you who are around, if you have questions, think of some, feel free to ask them next time. Also, same to you, Yanni. And we'll see what we can get accomplished tomorrow. But until then, I gotta go. All right, man. Peace.
Good night. Goodbye, stream. Peace.
Oh yeah. Peace, y'all.